This episode is brought to you by Pisces Pros, makers of an awesome color flake that I've been using on my Bose Monty for over a month. Their fins are way more red. The stuff works. And I've worked out an exclusive deal for you all where you can try their color flake for only $5. That's right. That's over 50% off the retail price. It's only $5. Supplies will not last on this awesome deal. Click the link in the description box and get yourself some Pisces Pros color flake now. Now enjoy this amazing fish room brought to you by Pisces Pros.
What's up, Fishtank people? FishtankTV.com, Dustin's Fish Tanks. We interrupt your regularly scheduled Species Sunday because I'm out here in Denver for the first time. They said we got to show you a fish room. When I think of fish room, I think of a guy with 100 tanks with bare bottoms and just breeding whatever. No, we're at Tory Brown's house. I just want to show you all this here. They're hiding, but look at this, guys. You walk in, come here, you look here. There's Ben, there's Tory, there's the man right there. Say hello, Mr. Tory Brown.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas indeed for the fish tank people. Look at this. So I walked in here. I mean, like, I can't do this place justice with a video, but I'm going to attempt to. What I like about this, Tory, is that all of your tanks, almost all of them, have plants in them, man, and you are breeding all kinds of fish. What kind of Keelys are these? This is going to be a long video. I hope you guys are into it.
These are Fundula Panchex, Gardneri, and those are the Massage. Massage being the collection point for them.
Wow. Very, very beautiful Keelys.
Right next to them is a tank with baby blue galaris. We'll see the
We'll see the blue galaris in a minute. We've got some beautiful, look at this. I just want to show the setup here before I get in close. Look at this. We've got, and he says we're not allowed to count tanks. Because if you have 100 tanks, you have to have a problem and you have to be admitted or something to that extent, right?
Undergo counseling.
Undergo counseling, and we don't want to go to that. So,
admitted on, we can't do that.
Tory, what are we doing in the top tanks here?
Those are Keelys.
Okay, so Keelys, and then we're going to move down here to the angelfish. I was talking with Brian the other day. If I had to pick one fish, what would it be? My number one fish, it would be angelfish.
That's actually a breeding albino cory tank.
Okay, and then look at how fat his fish are.
We just store
like just really, really well fed. What do you feed these guys? You can tell they're just bulging. Is that because they're getting ready to spawn, or is that?
Well, both.
Both?
I feed them very well. I feed a lot of frozen brine shrimp because it's easier to keep the tanks clean.
Okay. We're still rocking an under gravel filter too. I like that.
Well, we're putting the under gravel filter in a canister so we can clean it easier. I have tanks here that have not been broken down and emptied in 10 years.
Wow.
But you do that by taking the gravel bucket out and cleaning it.
I see.
These are breeding black cories, a solid black cory, which is kind of rare.
Oh, very cool.
They are cool.
Wow, look at the health of those cories too. And you have the cories, you slam them with the temperature drop, right? I mean, there's more to it than that, but obviously these are well taken care of.
I slam them with extra food and normally wait for storm front to go by. And the reason is that these tanks are on an automatic water change system. We'll talk about that later. And therefore, I can't really hit them with cold water. They're already being changed every day. So they have an automatic water system in there.
Okay. Adding wrinkles to the fold here.
Yes.
Tank of Keelys.
Grow out tank of blue galaris.
I told him I loved one of these fish, and he said just wait. So I'm gonna not give too much attention here. A little something going on in here, and then your angels here.
My brood hatchery. I take the eggs out, hatch them in there.
That's setup. Show you guys
it's a little
all
hard to see my RO water treatment and storage tanks.
Wow.
Treated water. The water here in Colorado is not real good for fish, so we have to treat it a little.
What do you treat it? How do you treat it?
Primarily with the RO unit.
Wow.
The upper deck
have
is all
a ridiculous
Keelys,
amount of,
and some live bearers, but mainly Keelys. Babies from my parent Keelys spawn.
These ones are like the showstoppers right when you walk in now. Wow.
I
love how you have the plants in with them and just grown
jungle style, if you will.
That's good news and bad news. The good news is, of course, as we know, the plants help treat the water.
Yeah, yeah.
And with an automatic water change system, I'm putting tap water in the tanks. So the plants are really who's treating the water for me. They're taking out the ammonias, which the local water department puts in.
Local water department's putting ammonia in your water, huh?
Yes.
That
It comes
sucks.
out pretty high in ammonia testing. And I like floating plants.
And why do you like floating plants?
The roots do such a good job of filtering the water for me.
And you found that a
I'm
floating...
lazy.
Yeah?
I don't like to clean filters. These are mainly Keeleys. Top row is Keeleys. I don't trust how I have them hung up there, which is why they're only half full. There's a cinnamonius, Gardnerine. That tank's just way
Mr.
out.
Tory Brown, you're the former president of the Colorado Aquarium Society.
Correct.
Vice president now. And these are some of the blue angels.
Those are my first pair of breeding blues. I'm not real happy with them, but they're what I have until I can grow out a generation or two and get better looking ones going.
And then we needed some love on these fish right here.
We do.
And we'll get the love with the white.
These are the blue Galeris, Fundilopanchex stoepani,
Look at that
right
fish.
there. Look at that fish.
Yeah. That fish is awesome.
And here's his brother.
Wow. Wow, those are so sharp, man.
No.
Say the name again for the wonderful fish tank people
They're
watching
blue
this.
Galeris, Fundilopanchex stoepani. I'm sure somebody else pronounces it differently. But
Yeah, I'll be sure to spell that correctly. And what do we have up here? Little.
oh, those are some
I saw these in Peru.
Damaris, South Americans.
Okay.
I accidentally ended up with, and I can't even give them away.
Ended up.
Someday I'll get rid of them.
Yeah, they were super plentiful, and then more angels,
Blacks and an odd couple.
and you have the slate in there. I see that, and then these are some of your favorites, right? These are some beautiful
Oh,
angels.
these pair of big silvers are
Wow.
my favorites.
I just want to show you guys the size on those. Those are some nice fish.
Yeah.
They're apparently used to being shined on as well. And look at that Bullbite too. That's no joke. Wow.
That tank probably has not seen anything move in it. That is, we haven't taken the gravel out or the fern out or anything for 5 years.
Wow.
It just sat there.
Automatic top off or water
Yes.
changes. How much do the water changes do?
I'm putting about 20% water, probably 10% a day. Here's another
10% a day? Wow, no wonder
Probably
you have
10% per day.
Yeah, the light's a little. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Good looking fish.
Another blue Galeris, another breeding tank, blue Galeris. Oh, there's the big daddy. Here's probably my largest blue Galeris. He's not the most colorful, but he's the largest size. He's nearing 5.5 inches.
Wow. And you've got the spawning mops in there?
Yes. Then this one is Inadiri. They're Gardneri, Fundilopanchex, Gardneri, Inadiri. They're pretty fish. They really are.
Wow. Very cool.
They're Keeley.
Tory, do you go to the AKA conventions?
I haven't. Breeding pairs.
Look at this tank, guys. Wow, these are awesome too. Love the fins on that one. That's a beautiful fish. Those are gorgeous. Especially there's so many of them.
Look at how healthy they are, folks. I don't know if you guys can see this. Like, look at their like guts, like right behind their pectoral fins and around there. They're like just full. So, I mean, they just got a whole other tank. Automatic water changes. Can we discuss that?
Oh yes, I have a beautiful way to show you how that works.
Please do.
We'll have to work our way around to it.
Okay, let's work our way around to it.
Honduran red points, another fish I ended up with that I can't get rid of.
Yeah.
I keep giving them away and nobody wants them.
No, in a show.
There are some fish. Down underneath is an unusual fish.
What is it?
That's what they call the knife livebearer. It looks like a little tiny arowana.
Yeah, those are weird.
They're an interesting livebearer.
And then plop around here. I want to show.
This is the
You know our man, Uvaru Joey.
South American. They call them the poor man discus. They're a lot like.
And these, you put platies in there for them. They're a lot like a what? Like a sebrum or what's their behavior most like? A sebrum?
More like a discus.
Okay.
They don't eat. I put the platies in there just as a busy fish to keep them busy, and they don't even touch the babies.
More angelfish fry.
Angelfish fry everywhere.
Well, let's see how you filter this up.
Oh, this is long nose or long fin albino plecos.
Nice.
Babies. Those are hiding in another tank. Here's a good way to talk about how we change the water.
Here we go.
I have basically a drip water system indoors. This is a drip system that you use outdoors.
The drip system, okay.
3 times a day it turns on for 5 minutes, shoots water into the tank. This is full of water. This is a siphon tube that's full of water up and over and around to here.
Okay.
When the water raises, it runs out.
Ah, okay.
So I have a water change system that doesn't require you to drill your tanks. And I don't even glue the pipes because there's no pressure. It allows me to run a water change system on the floor. I've got my hoses going back to the drain. It works very well. The pickup pipe has holes in it and a plug in the end.
Alright, so the pickup pipe from the siphon comes here. The siphon's around, but the key part is that it's this height right here, right?
Correct.
Because that doesn't lose the siphon. So when it gets above this height, it starts to siphon.
Yeah, and that's how you control your water level.
So this is the key right here,
Yes.
is having it below.
It's a very easy system. People ask how you charge it. I put a cap on the vent. You have to have a vent so that once it starts siphoning, it doesn't siphon the whole tank out. So you have a little vent on the top. I put a cap on the top, put my shop vac on the hose,
Okay.
and just suck the air and water out. And once I get it started, shut off my shop vac, take the cap off up there, and this pipe is full of water, and it stays that way for the rest of its life.
Nice. And people are going to ask, so what's up with this guy?
Oh, I've got some fish. I just wanted to see what would happen with him if he survived that.
But
I've got another one in there whose mouth is propped open. I shouldn't freely keep malformed fish.
no, from the not
But I
calling
just-
him. Just
yeah.
wanted to see what happened. Hey,
I'm a soft heart when it comes.
hey, that's fine.
I
These
keep
are great
my
looking fish
retirement
too.
fish in.
Hey, Tory, thank you so much. Can you say tank on, folks?
Don't miss this deal on this fish food, folks. Supplies will not last.